Welcome to episode 5 of So You Want to Podcast, Strategies for Growing Your Business, Community, and Influence. Today, we're going to talk about how podcasting is an evergreen content asset. I bet you're a bit like me. You get inundated with marketing ideas and strategies all the time. You're unsubscribing from emails left and right. You may have even had podcasting suggested to you before. Well, a lot of people think of podcasting as a marketing tactic or something you can just try out and see if you like it. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not a tactic. It's an asset. You're going to invest a lot of money and a lot of time into building content that will attract your ideal clients. It's a long play about building a relationship with your client. The end result, though, is an evergreen content asset that will give you return on investment for years. If you front load your first 10 episodes with your strongest and best content that speaks directly to the problems and pain points your ideal client is having, your podcast will continue to deliver ideal clients into your episode funnel 24/7 while you sleep. Most podcast listeners, even if they discover your show at episode 30, episode 50, what they will do is go back to your first episode and start over if they like you. So it's very important that those first 10 episodes have high quality content. And I'll remind you again that the average listener, podcast listener, subscribes to 6 different shows. And when they subscribe, that means your content is pushed to their smartphone or other device. So unlike a blog or a video, they don't have to seek you out. They're connected to you. This past week, I was actually at VidCon helping Chris Kremitzos promote PodFest. VidCon is basically a YouTuber convention. Think Comic-Con for video. It's owned by Viacom. It's a huge convention, 30,000 attendees, and we had a booth there to talk about PodFest. And what was interesting was we had a lot of YouTube creators and a lot of YouTube video industry people that were really interested in podcasting. They see podcasts as a way to connect at a deeper level with their audience that they already have because they get to spend more time with them. So before we finish up today, I want to give you one concept or idea that you could use in your own podcast when you're interviewing guests or speaking on your own to essentially connect with particular listeners. Remember, you want to create this know, like, and trust factor with your listeners. You want to connect to an ideal client, an ideal listener. So as you're formulating questions, if you can infuse things like pain points, problems that you're trying to solve, specific situations that you've heard from other clients into your interview questions, this will begin to create that trust and understanding in your listener. It will lead them to want to listen to more of what you have to offer. So as you start to think about your podcast, start to think about what problems are you trying to solve? What pain points are you hearing from your current clients? And how could you infuse those ideas into your podcast episodes? I started this show to help you create a successful podcast that builds your community, grows your business, and increases your influence. And when I work one-on-one with businesses to help them create, craft, launch, and grow their own podcasts, I find that the most crucial step is the launch. And too often, most podcasts just get thrown out into the world without a strategic launch plan. So that's why I'm giving you my podcast launch formula that I use with all of my Done For You podcast clients. To download this PDF, go to dannyosmond.com/podcast-launch-formula. That's dannyosmond.com/podcast-launch-formula. Once you download it, you'll also see a video with me explaining it step by step. So thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you on the next episode.